Okay, great. So now we're going to start recording, and we will post this on our website for future reference, so you don't have to remember all the awesome stuff we're going to tell you today. So buckle up. I am going to give this completely cold. Our membership director and development director, St. Person, is home with the beginnings of pneumonia. So she put this together, so I'm totally winging it, which is my favorite thing. So, so welcome to orientation. Welcome members and non-members, and those of you online. I'm so excited to have so many people attending our first ever membership orientation. Yay. All right.
Oh.
So our mission at the Idaho Nonprofit Center is to provide resources to build strong and accountable nonprofits and a platform to rally public involvement and gain support for the nonprofit sector. And our promise is to inspire, connect, and advocate for a stronger Idaho. So I'm going to give you some facts about Idaho nonprofits. There are over 7,500 nonprofit organizations in Idaho, which represents $5 billion in revenue for our state. We have 54,305 nonprofit employees, which equals $137.6 million in taxes from economic activities through indirect business taxes, personal income taxes, and corporate income taxes. So that's a lot of money. We're the 5th largest employer sector, so we're ahead of like construction and financial, and we're a big deal. And we represent 425,000 volunteers, and Idaho is second in the entire 50 states and District of Columbia in volunteerism. So, you know, you hear all the time that we're last in graduation rates and all kinds of stuff. Well, guess what? Second in volunteerism. So that's awesome. So we are a really big deal, and this is why what we do at the Idaho Nonprofit Center is so important to us. So we have some programs and services. We are the toolbox and the soapbox for the Idaho nonprofit sector. So what that means is our toolbox is tools around fundraising. So we one of our biggest events, our actual biggest event is Idaho Gives, that we'll talk about in a little bit. But we also do workshops around grant writing, fundraising, fund development. We do training around or development, strategic planning, all kinds of different things. We recently did one on the Federal Labor Standards Act. We've done 2 free webinars statewide to make sure that our members are aware, informed, and have the tools they need to be successful. We're also the soapbox. There's a picture of the state capitol up there. We keep an eye on what's happening in the legislature, and we keep our members informed throughout the session. And this year we're actually working in partnership with the Attorney General's office on legislation. It's they've just changed the acronym, so, and I got the email late last night, so I'll get it wrong. But I'll show you on our website if we have time where to find that information and how to send in your feedback on that. And we're keeping a close eye on that. We also are the technical assistance network for the state nonprofit. So we get phone calls all the time from nonprofits, and they'll ask us questions. Many of them I can't personally answer. So we refer our members a lot and non-members to business affiliates and also the Secretary of State for questions. A lot of them are legal questions, HR questions, and so we don't actually usually answer those kinds of questions, but we have people that in our network that are willing to answer them and support our nonprofit. So that's a lot of what we do. And also on our website there are some really cool documents. One of them is called the Economic Impact Report. We publish it every 2 years. We'll be pushing it out again actually in November of 2018 because that came out a little late this last year with the transition and leadership here at the center. But check it out. Some of the stats that I gave you are from that report. We also jointly publish a State of the Sector report with 4 other state associations, Alaska, Oregon, Washington, Montana, and Idaho. I'll put it together. That's on our website, and every couple of years we do a wage and benefit survey report, and that's available on our website as well. I will tell you that the previous years, 2012 and 14, are available for free on the website. There is a fee that is charged for the one that's on there now, but if you email me members or non-members, I'll send you the PDF.
Explain that again. What is it?
It's a wage and benefit survey. So if you are in a situation where you're needing to hire a new staff member and you would like to find some statistics about it, it's $100 on our website. And when I started in April, I decided I would email it by request. So if you email me, I'll give it to you. And I'm happy to do so. Because I don't know about you, but the non-profit kind of indicates $100 seems pretty cheap. I'm just spitball. So if you want it, let me know. Trainings and events. So Idaho Give is our largest, most visible event that the Idaho Nonprofit Center does. A lot of people don't realize that we actually put this whole thing together. And so we're trying to, in some ways, rebrand it as a program of the Idaho Nonprofit Center. And the purpose of Idaho Gives really is kind of, it's multifaceted. One is, other than Idaho Nonprofit Awareness Month, which is in November right now, this is our other really huge opportunity to raise awareness and visibility to all the different nonprofits in our sector and across our state and the impact that they have on their communities. It gives us an opportunity to help our nonprofit sector raise funds for their organization. And a part of that also is to try and attract new donors for nonprofits because, we keep kind of going back to the well, but we all need new donors. And so this is a great way for us to really push new people donating to our nonprofit organizations. And this year, and I could talk afterwards about a lot of the really big changes that we're making for Idaho Gives. But one huge piece that we're doing this year is targeted employer outreach. So we figure if we can get employers statewide involved in Idaho Gives, and we're giving them a list of ways that they can be involved, the first and easiest way is communicating with their employees about it and making sure that they know that they can give on that day. And the other thing we're doing is actually targeted media buys in our community. So we're going to buy advertising because we think that will help raise the visibility, not just here locally, but statewide. And we have a new partner. We fired Razoo. We fired Razoo, and I'm happy to say that. And we hired somebody called GiveGap. And it will cost, instead of 8.9% or 8.9 cents for every dollar, it's 6.7% for every dollar. So you get more in your pocket. So those are some big changes. I'm super excited to tell you more about that later. So that's Idaho Gives is one of our biggest events. We just had our 13th annual nonprofit statewide conference in September, and the theme was developing the future. We did a needs assessment last June, and we plan to do that every year to kind of benchmark our success. But we have used that needs assessment, which is a fancy word for survey, to really drive how we're doing what we're doing and how we're supporting our members and our non-members across the state. So we listened, and we everything that we put into the conference topic-wise was something that our members said they really wanted to know more about. So the message in this is that we're really listening to you, and we're trying to make sure that we're putting a really targeted focus on our members because you're really important to us. We are getting ready for our regional nonprofit forums, and those are in March, where we travel throughout the state. So we have one here locally, and those of you online, we should get the dates, and I'm not going to tell you what they are because I'll tell you the wrong ones, but it's the first week of March. We'll be in Pocatello early in the week, and I believe it's March 8th, but don't quote me on that. And then Boise on the 9th, and then we'll be up in Coeur d'Alene on March 10th.
I'm sorry, Boise, March 9th?
Mm-hmm. Yep, March 9th. Location yet to be determined, so we'll be confirming that this week, hopefully. In Coeur d'Alene, it will be at the Best Western off of Highway 95 and I-90. And in Pocatello, it will be at Idaho Central Credit Union. They have this really big meeting room there, so they're also right off of 84. And what I'm excited about for that is it's another opportunity for us to bring training around the state. Here locally and statewide, we will have, we're partnering with Serve Idaho to actually do a session on recruiting and managing and maintaining volunteers. So we're really excited to partner with them. And this is very tentative, but I believe that Terry Stokesbury from the Murdoch Trust will be joining us as well. to be giving a session either on leadership or organizational sustainability. I'm excited about that opportunity. Charlie from Mulligan, who's the CEO of GiveGap, our partner for Idaho Gives, will actually be with us at all 3 regional forums, and he will do hands-on training on how to set up your page. And I will tell you right now, their website is so user-friendly. We actually have set up our own page, and it took us no time at all. I think everybody's going to be really happy with the new system. It's super, super easy. So we're excited about that, and then we'll be, of course, doing our kind of Idaho Gives, kind of how to make the most of the opportunity as well. So and then some collaboration time. So I'm excited about nonprofit forums this year. And then, of course, this month is Idaho Nonprofit Awareness Month. So this year we're doing a lot of different things. We hired a marketing communications coordinator who hatched this social media takeover idea. So we have 11 member nonprofits across the state that are taking over our social media pages to kind of share their impact and their work in the community. We actually were featured by the National Council for Nonprofits. They featured us as like a cool best practice for Nonprofit Awareness Month, and that was, I give credit to Kim. We'll be at the Idaho Steelheads game for those of you that are local or those of you that may be traveling to Boise. So it's November 26th, and tickets are $15, which includes a drink, I think popcorn and a hot dog. And then $5 of that actually comes back to the center to help us buy a laptop or 2. For that laptop right there that we're using right now has to be plugged in. We have another laptop that actually the fan gets going so loudly it sounds like it's a jet airplane. So we're actually openly raising money to purchase a new laptop. We feel your pain. We know what it's like. Anyway, so we're excited about that. Tickets are available on our website, and we're going to hopefully get some really fun statistics and raise awareness about Idaho nonprofits at the Steelheads game. So we're jazzed about that. There's also November 4th and November 18th. Boise State has given us $25 tickets in a really good section at the BSU game. And they're going to talk about Idaho Nonprofit Awareness Month and Idaho nonprofits at that game. And then we're going to release a bunch of different things throughout the month, and we're going to be contacting all of our members as well. So really trying to do a lot with kind of raising awareness and elevating our nonprofit sector as a whole. So we'll be putting some really great statistics out on our social media channels as well. So if you have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, watch us and help us kind of share. We'll be sharing a lot of information and really kind of raising the excitement and the visibility of our sector.
Do you have a newsletter or anything you can email out?
We do. Every month, mid-month, we have a newsletter that comes out. And so members should receive, actually, we send it out to everyone, members and non-members. So if you aren't receiving it, we can add you to the list. So I'll have you, we just may take you upstairs and we'll just get you all set up before you leave today. Thank you. So, yes, we do. And then another really fun event that we do, this last year we did it in concert with our conference, and that is our Nonprofit Excellence Awards. Next year we're actually moving that to November. So it will be part of Idaho Nonprofit Awareness Month, and again, it's another opportunity for us to travel to other communities in the state. So we'll be in eastern Idaho and north Idaho. And the message we got again from our members was, we love the award, and we love coming to Boise, but we'd really rather celebrate in our community and with our peers. So we're going to honor that and bring an additional training to the communities in November next year. And then here locally, we do a nonprofit resource Thursday. So it's the third Thursday of every month at the library on the 3rd floor. So third Thursday, 3rd floor library. And it's a great place for folks that are new to their role in nonprofits, new nonprofits, and even those that have been around the block for a little bit. We do different topics of importance, and one thing I will tell you for those of you that are online is we're going to test some technology in the next couple of months at Resource Thursday to find out if we have the ability to broadly broadcast our featured presentation. So how it works is the first half an hour, nonprofit professionals will come and they can ask questions of experts at tables. So we'll have a fundraising expert, a legal expert, an HR expert. We have the starting a nonprofit, and I'm at that table. I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I've been there. I've actually done it, so I'm that person. So you can ask all these questions, and then we have a featured presentation that's usually on a topic that's really important and timely for our nonprofit. So that's the piece that we hope we can broadcast out so that across the state our members and non-members, and this is a free event. It doesn't matter if you're a member or you're a non-member, you can attend this for free. So we're hoping to get that squared away this next month. And then we do some copy and coaching trainings, and those are some of those trainings on board development, grant writing, fundraising, those kinds of things. So we kind of put a pin in that when I started in April, and we've taken that survey, and so you'll start to see us come back with some of those trainings for our members, but really geared around things that you said you want, not necessarily things that we think you might want to know about. So there you go. Excited about that. So what's new? We have a brand new updated membership database and membership benefits access. So now if you log in as an Idaho Nonprofit Center member, you can tell that you logged in to our website as a member. It's very clear. And I can say these things because I was a member of the Idaho Nonprofit Center before I took this role. And so there's content. You'll see if you're a non-member and there's certain things you try to click on, it'll say you don't have access to this page just because you don't have membership. We have a brand new website, so we reorganized and recategorized and redid the website, and hopefully I have time to show you in a little bit. New executive director, so I'm actually in my 7th or 8th month now in my job. I love this job. It's so much fun. I love being able to support our nonprofits across the state. I feel really, really lucky, and I have an awesome staff, which I'll tell you a little bit more about later. We're adding more benefits for our members, and we have more coming. We do a lot of things on our website for all nonprofits, regardless of membership. But one of the things that we heard from our members is that we are a membership-based organization. We need to make sure we're being clear about what value you get as a member. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. And again, I mentioned our needs assessment, also known as a survey. And we're using that information to drive all of our decisions on programs, training, services, and benefits. And we really, truly care about you. Our members and our nonprofits are at the heart of our work. And without you, we wouldn't be here. So we really want to listen and do the things that you guys need the most so that we're your resource. And we, as a nonprofit center, we are our own nonprofit. So when we are talking to you about things, we feel your pain. We understand where you're coming from. And I think we can all relate to each other. So we really do want you to know that we're here to support you. So partner benefits. So for our nonprofit members, these are our different benefits. So Idaho Gives, we're working on actually automatically registering all of our nonprofit members for Idaho Gives. So if you're not familiar with Idaho Gives in the past, members and non-members would have to actually register to participate in Idaho Gives. So we're working with GiveGap to actually automatically register you as a member. So that's one less form that you have to fill out. And also it's free to members. So non-members, it's a $50 fee to join and participate, and it's free for non-members. So there's a value right there. All of our trainings, forums, and conference have a member and non-member differential. And it's usually between, I think, $20 and $50. I think we'll go as low as 10 depending on kind of what the training is. But there is discounts on trainings, forums, and conference. There are certain things, certain webinars, and certain reports and things that are accessible to our members only. And we're actually beefing up our members only page right now. One thing that we're doing is a lot of our members will call us on questions on board development. So the first thing that we're doing is we're creating a suite of technical assistance resources specifically towards board development. And what it is they're templates that our members can go in and download and edit and change and use. And those will be available to members only. We have free community event postings online, so we have a calendar that you can use, and it's free to members. It's a $10 fee for non-members, and the reason is that that's a manual process for us. So if you fill in and want us to post an event, we'll, as a member, we're happy to do it for you for free, but because it takes staff time, we actually charge our non-members $10. We have a discount on job board posting. So I just wanted everybody to know that we are a resource, we're a toolkit, we're a soapbox for the nonprofit sector, but on the side, we're a nonprofit employment center. One of the most highly utilized pages on our website is our job board. So when you're looking to hire people for your organizations, they're coming to us and looking for jobs. And it's a $25 for a 45-day posting for jobs on our job board. For non-members, it's $125. And I consistently have non-members pay $125 to post a job because it's worth it, because they get really high-quality candidates. So I hope you're doing the math here, that you can see that there's a lot of benefit for our nonprofit members. We have business affiliate discounts, so we're working with our business affiliates. We have close to 50 businesses statewide that have said they want to join the Nonprofit Center because they want to offer services and discounts and support specifically for nonprofit members. So we're adding a list of discounts that are available to members only. Yes, ma'am.
What's the definition of business affiliate?
So we have, I'll just give you examples. So they're for-profit businesses that have joined. So we have like a law firm that specializes in nonprofits. So they have joined because they really want to help nonprofits. We have insurance companies that have products that are available at a discounted rate for our nonprofits, printing companies, those kinds of things. So services and things that nonprofits need, and they have joined with us to make their products, services, and programs available to our members at a lower rate. So we're going to be beefing, and we're working on actually making that site live. So it's not live yet, but we're turning that on. We also do profiles of different nonprofits across the state in our Centerview newsletter because we want to share your work. We're going to send out a proud member logo for your website. We'll be doing that this month as part of Idaho Nonprofit Awareness Month. We also will have e-blasts for offers, deals, and different opportunities that we share with our members. And there are, for example, Boise State University, with all the Federal Labor Standards Act changes, they have a class that is offered to actually help review job descriptions, and that's been made available to our members only, and it doesn't cost our members anything to be part of that job description, but you do have to be a member to receive that communication. So, and then we promote local trainings and different collaboration opportunities. Our members have the option of being in the Society for Nonprofit Organizations and get a grant station. So it's an add-on to your membership, but just the grant station insider that you get all the information about the different grants that are available is worth it. We also put out that legislative watch, and then for our members, and this is exciting, we have a free notary service. So if you ever need to have something notarized, it can be one of our staff members who should run 15 different banks trying to find somebody that can do it. We will do this for free for our members. So we won't charge a service for non-members. It literally is one of those, if you're a member, we'll do it for you, but we won't do it for anyone else. So that's because we love you. So that's just some of the steps. Our business affiliates, and I'll just quickly go through this because it does kind of tie into our nonprofits, but we've shifted our pricing for business affiliate members. So we used to charge a flat fee regardless of how many employees a business had or their budget, so we've actually shifted it. So businesses that have one staff member versus those that have 20 pay a different rate. And that was feedback we received from them. All of our business affiliates are offered an exhibitor booth at conference and forums. And then they also get, you're printing a business, well, not a business directory, we're printing a directory this year that will have all of our current nonprofit members in it and our business affiliates, and it'll be available via PDF. So they get in there. We have a scrolling, it's this really cool feature on our website where our members, our business affiliates logos will scroll through. They also have an opportunity to present in a webinar, at Resource Thursdays, at conference. We have this really cool technical assistance, and I'll show you, it's called the helpline, but it's an online form that you can fill out if you have a question. And then we send that out to business affiliates if there's something that we can answer, and then they will get back to you. We invite our affiliates to submit articles for our Centerview, which is our newsletter. They also get our proud member logo. They're also going to start hosting quarterly mixers. So, and this is, I don't know, many of you probably don't know my background, but I used to run a Chamber of Commerce in a small North Idaho town, and we would do these business after hours events where it's super laid back. You go, you hang out, you eat, you meet, you drink, you talk, you network. That's all it is. So we're inviting our business affiliates to host these quarterly and invite business affiliates and our members. And we're asking people not just here locally to do it, but any of our business affiliates in Coeur d'Alene or Pocatello or Idaho Falls. So any of our business affiliates can do this. But we've heard from our members that they just even want to have an opportunity to get together and just have to meet. So we're hoping that that becomes a successful thing. We're going to get ready to launch what's called a new member mentor program, or a new member welcome. So when we have new members that join, we're going to match them up with a business affiliate who can welcome them, check in with them, make sure that they know what their benefits are. And it's just a phone call, it's an email, it's something simple, but it's a great way for everyone involved to kind of connect with each other. And then we'll be listing those member discounts on our website as well. Yeah.
Is that mentorship, is that an ongoing thing or is just sort of an initial welcome thing?
It's about the first year. So we're looking at initially a point of contact and then a month and then 3 months, 6 months, and then about a year just to check in and make sure things are okay. So it's more than one checkpoint. Yeah. So we'll be launching that hopefully in 2017.
For nonprofit members and business or just the business?
So the business affiliates will be your mentors. So they'll be reaching out to our new members to say, hey, welcome, how's it going? And then our new members will actually be the ones that receive it.
Can that be in board development as well? Nonprofit boards? Well, you might need mentoring as a board member.
This is really strictly just around the membership. So just because one of the things that we've heard from our members is, I joined, I'm not really sure, what I'm getting or how to access things. So this is really specifically just around navigating as a member of the Idaho Nonprofit Center and not so much on the development side. So our website is idahononprofits.org. And I think that's the end. I wanted to just take some time just kidding, our staff. So there's me, and then we have Erin Hutter, who's our program director. Carrie Davidson oversees our business affiliate membership, and she's our development director. She's the one with the beginnings of pneumonia. And then there's June Dress, who's our membership and office coordinator. So when you call, she's usually the one that answers the phone. And Star Brumfield is our accounting specialist. If you have billing questions or you have questions about an invoice you receive, she's the one that you talk to. We hired a marketing and communications coordinator. She's here part-time. We actually share her with Rediscovered Books, and we call her our unicorn because she does everything that we need, marketing and communications wise, and she's here 20 hours a week, and she's amazing. And then we have Evan Bask, who's our nonprofit support specialist. She's an intern, and I just want to say this out loud. She is actually funded through the Department of Labor's Workforce Innovation and Opportunities Act, WIOA. And if you have, you're an existing established nonprofit, you have office space, you have a need for a short-term intern, they actually have funding. So they pay her. She's with us 10 to 20 hours a week. We have her 4 to 5 months. And if you're interested in being connected with the office, I'm happy to do that after this meeting as well. But it doesn't, we don't pay her salary. She's funded through the Department of Labor. And there's a few requirements. Again, you have to have a physical office space. You have to have a desk, a phone, a computer, like all of those things. And usually kind of some specific work that intern will be doing for you. But the whole purpose of them is to get real hands-on job experience. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. And then what's next? This is a surprise, like I said, I haven't done it. So why don't we take a couple of questions and then I'm going to show you our website. Any questions in the room or online about anything?
Will that page be, set up and going that we can start working with it?
Hopefully really soon. We have a kickoff meeting with them. What's today? I think actually next week. Is it next week or the week after? Nope, it's in 2 weeks. We have a kickoff meeting with them. So our hope is that kind of once we talk through some of the logistics, we can, hopefully, yep. And you might even be able to actually set yourself up now. I'm not positive. So We have our own page, and I don't know if it can be easily integrated or what the deal is, but hopefully we can get that up and running.
But hopefully you're going to set us up, right?
Well, hopefully we'll get you guys, our members will just automatically, and then you just have to go in and claim your page. And it'll be, and I encourage you guys to go check out. I'm a pretty technology savvy person a little bit, and I pride myself on being able to figure things out. And I mean, I was calling them, and the nice thing too about GiveGap is that they've agreed to have customer service hours that match our community, because in the past, Razoo would shut down at 2 or 3 o'clock, and then we would get calls and things questions we couldn't answer. So they have agreed to extend their customer service hours as well. So that's great.
I'm not a tech savvy person at all, not my thing, but I did create our page yesterday, and it took me about 45 minutes, and most of that was searching for pictures, because you can put in different donation amounts, and I wanted cool pictures to go with each donation amount. So most of that was searching after I burned pictures. So it was not bad at all.
Nope. And they have awesome resources to share with nonprofits. So like they have a toolkit for you guys that's way better than the one that we kind of put together. So I'm really excited to be working with them, and I'm really excited about some of the different things that we'll be doing around Idaho Gives this year. And we're setting a pretty big, hairy, audacious goal. I have to run it by my board before I act. It's go big or go home. This is our 5th year this year, so we'll be announcing that soon.
That brings you the question, how many members do you actually have?
So we usually hover around just a little bit over 600 members. So, and then it fluctuates, like this time of year we're a little bit lower, and then Idaho Gives will be up, but we average around 600-ish members per year.
Yeah. How many people participated in Idaho Gives last year again?
662.
Yeah, 662, yep. Yep, and we had a target for new donors last year. We'll be setting a larger goal for more new donors this year, and we really feel like that employer outreach is going to be really key for us, because and we're breaking it down very simple. Here's level 1, what you can do. Level 2, we're going to create in the month leading up to and on the day of, and as big, it really didn't help anybody, so we're doing more golden tickets this year. So I'm excited about that, and that was some more ours for nonprofits everywhere. A couple cool new features we had before our website. We listed all of our members in alphabetical order. And as a member of the Nonprofit Center, I wanted to actually find the arts organization specifically. So now you can search by a name, city, country, region, or you can search by subsector. So you can put in a few different search categories and click and then pull up a list of nonprofits that meet your criteria. And so this was a really cool feature. And so as a member, this was a pretty well utilized. We have funders that will say, hey, we're really targeting this specific type of organization or that specific type of organization. We've made this available to a couple of different funders already, some even just in a specific community like Idaho Falls. And then we are partnering with Idaho Community Foundation, and so they're aware of this resource as well. So super excited about that. Yes.
What is the range of fees for the affiliates?
Business affiliates, it's as low as $250 for a sole proprietor, and then $750 is the biggest, and that's for 11 or more employees. But then there's a premium. So if you want all the goodies, there's a $1,000 membership level for a business affiliate. So in all of ours, so on membership, you can find let's show them the index. So if you go to our index, again, this is a huge benefit for business affiliates in that it's a way. So over on the right-hand side, you can see it's categorized by different services. So if you want to find somebody that can help you with grant writing or legal services, office supplies and equipment, accounting and payroll, they're all categorized on that side.
Is this view for people who are members only, or is there
This
two different
view,
views
right now
based on
we're
whether you're a member or not?
Yeah, so right now we're in the what everyone can see. So we won't log in and go into that members only thing, but you'll know when you log in. And another cool thing, so before it was not obvious where you would log in either. which bothered me again as a not in this job, but as a member. I was like, where do we log in? So this is where you put it in. But if you've forgotten your password, you've forgotten your username, you can call us and we're happy to find it for you. But now it's self-help, so now you don't have to. You can get it all taken care of right there. So which is it's been a helpful feature. On the right-hand side under quick links, there's our job board. What's that one say? I can't read it from
Business Index.
Business Index.
Support Center.
Oh, what is it?
Support Center.
Oh,
Support the Center.
Support the Center. So that's that's a link to our GiveGap page. The next one is volunteer information. So we've added a hot link. So if you routinely recruit volunteers, there's a whole page all about different resources. Volunteer United is one of the best ones.
Yeah, have you thought about making that type of different colors?
It looks different
looks
and
way better
the
on
screen
your
is
screen.
not.
On your computer
Turning
screen, you
my
can
eyes.
actually see it really well. And then we click on the helpline, which is the last one. Yeah, it's really easy to see on your computer screen. This is
We need to adjust.
Yeah, it's the TV. Yeah. So, oh shoot, that's right. You don't have to be a member to access this. So you can register as a new user to use it. But basically, you can type in your information, so your name, your organization, and your question, and it's categorized by if it's an accounting question, a legal question, an HR question, a give question. And we get an email that you have actually submitted this form online, and then we can open it up and see what your question is, and if we can answer it, we answer it, and if not, we can connect you with one of our business affiliate members or partners that can help you. So it's a really cool way, and we do answer the phone a lot, but sometimes, honestly, I work sometimes like after hours. I know, crazy, right? A nonprofit who works after 5. So this is a great way if something comes up and you're like, I know I'm going to forget when I get to the office tomorrow, so you can go in and shoot us a question, and we can help you out. Yeah. So then we go back up to, let's see, Resource Center. So those of you that live outside of the area, we click on Regional Networks, which is the first one down. So one of the things that we're trying to do is really, we have a lot of networks that are forming organically. So you don't have to be a nonprofit center member to participate in these regional networks. In Eastern Idaho, we have an Eastern Idaho Nonprofit Coffee Hour, and it's the second Friday of every month. And they, Carrie Scheid, who's our board president, is the convener of that group, and they meet at different nonprofits. And I've been actually twice this year already, and they usually pick a topic that's important to their members. So last month I was there because we were talking about the charitable activities legislation, which I'll show you in a minute. And the previous month I was there also presenting about the center and the conference and what's new. So if you live in Eastern Idaho, those of you that have logged in online, I encourage you to connect with that group. And again, membership of the center is not required. It's just a great way that we can actually work together and partner and share resources and information communication. Up in North Idaho, we have the Kootenai Nonprofit Group, and it's convened by Ann Johnson, who is our board secretary. And she hosts, and it's the third Friday of every month at the Kroc Center. So they have a regular meeting space. It's beautiful. So if you're online and you're from up north, I encourage you to attend that. And again, same format as the one in Eastern Idaho. I was just there actually in October, again, talking about the center. And then Boise Metro Chamber of Commerce, we put a little asterisk. You do have to be a member of the Boise Chamber of Commerce. But if you are, same thing. They do different topics. This most recent one last week, they did Federal Labor Standards Act again, which is great. SWEDAS, we include the Southwest Idaho Director of Volunteer Services Organization. They meet the third Thursday of each month, and there's contact information on there. United Way of Treasure Valley hosts 2 different hubs, Canyon County and Ada County, and there's the contact information. Those are other great organizations. They're usually more specific to the Canyon County one is really a great opportunity. They do a lot of support work around kind of youth and family and that kind of thing, but it's a great place to go. And as we learn about more networks forming in other parts of our state, we would like to add those on. So those of you that are online, if you know of one in your community, again, let us know. We don't require membership. We really want to support that. So the FLSA resources page and the videos. But we have tons of resources on that website about FLSA. And December 1st is less than a month away. And I won't go into that, but just if you do engage in any interstate commerce, your budget is over $500,000, there's an either or both, you definitely want to know more about this, and if you have staff that you pay. So there's some more stuff on there, starting a nonprofit management resources, grant opportunities, the Centerview newsletter archive. Over on program training and events, you can see our upcoming trainings, webinar recordings. Many of those, we're beefing that up. A lot of those are members-only things. Our Idaho Gives page, statewide nonprofit conference. So all the stuff that we're doing, there's the submit an event. If you have a calendar, that's where you would put it. Sector research, that's where you'll find state of the sector report or economic impact report and the compensation report. So if you click on that one, you can click on the top tab or the public policy program. There's a lot of really good information there about how you are actually able to charitable trust. In general, they read the sector, so they came to us. And I would suggest sending an email to them, referencing a specific spot or spots in the code that you're concerned about, asking questions, and providing very specific feedback about that. We hosted a meeting in October. I got a lot of really good feedback, and they made a bunch of changes to it. So I just got it last night, so I haven't had a chance to review it or actually have the person that can explain it in plain English for me actually review it and tell me what they think. So this is again, we do this on behalf of the whole nonprofit sector, but membership fees help fund our center that allow us to do this work on behalf of the sector. And then on About Us, I'm trying to think, there's like information on our board of directors, again, our programs and services, and then there's our contact us. You can click on that. And then that will show you all of our, so we are missing a couple. This was last summer before we hired Kim. So we're going to be getting some new photos, but that's our adorable staff who works really hard for you. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see, so there's who we are and kind of what our role is, and then we're getting photos person, and then Evan, our intern. So that's all the contact us information as well. So that's a really quick, short overview of our website, but there's a lot of really good information on there. What questions do you guys have about membership or the center or anything about? Yeah?
I'm confused about your membership structure. Are there either business affiliates and then members?
Yep.
And so are there different tiers of membership? Or
Yeah, we'll show you the join us as a nonprofit. So our nonprofit member fees start at $50 if you have an operating budget of under $25,000. And if you're over $5 million, it's $600. So your nonprofit members is tiered based on your operating budget. And then our business affiliate membership dues are actually based on, we can actually show that now because I fixed it. So our business affiliates these are for-profit businesses. This is it starts at $250, and then the premium membership is $1,000. So, and it's broken down by employee number as well for our business affiliates. So 2 different memberships. And our business affiliates are awesome, and we love them, and we count them as kind of an equal member to you guys as well, because when they join us, their sole purpose for joining our organizations because they truly want to provide support services to our nonprofits. Some of them offer even like a 1 free hour of consulting. Some of them give you discounts. There's a lot of different things that they do, but their whole motivation for participating with us is helping you. So we make what they have available for our members. That's another way that we can add membership value.
Does each, say you have one at a certain level of, and is there one person that represents your organization, or can everybody in your organization access?
For nonprofits?
For nonprofits?
Yeah, so we don't limit the number of profiles. So even like a large organization might have 5 or 6 people that have a login and can access our.
So is there one login for the group or each
So
has
that's
their
the
own?
great thing, is it used to be confusing because there was kind of an organizational login, but now the actual organization login itself does not work. Each individual has their own login now. So, and it's actually easier to track that way, so you don't have to share. And then again, if as an individual you forget your password one day, you can get it really quickly. Thank you. You're welcome. That's a great question. Yes.
Who do we contact about insurance?
His name is Michael LeDuc, and he is with the Department of Labor. He's at the Boise office downtown on Main Street, like 301. Like, I don't know the phone number by heart. I should. But Michael LeDuc, capital L-E, capital D, U-C, LeDuc. Yep. You're welcome. Yeah. No, this is great. I'm glad you're asking questions.
Could you explain a little bit more about the coffee coaching and coffee coaches?
Yeah, coffee and coaching. So those are, and I can let Erin actually answer that question because that's a program that she runs. We put a pin in it, put it on hold, but we'll be reviving those programs after the first of the year. We have a lot of shifting.
So the program is just trainings. It could be one training, it could be a series of trainings, basically here live, but also broadcasted via webinar. Just different trainings on whatever seems to be needed. So what we're doing is looking into our needs assessment. People are really concerned about specific topics. So we bring in experts in those specific topics and do trainings on them.
So that's different than your Thursday?
Yes,
evening?
that typically coffees and coachings are at a fee. A small fee for members, a little bit larger fee for non-members. Sometimes they're free, just depending on the situation. But yes, those are just shorter trainings, typically around an hour, hour and a half. So.
And we're adjusting our pricing on some of our training as well. The regional forums and conference will usually stay around the same, but some of our short-term grant writing and fund development and board development, those things, I felt as having been a member that they were priced a little bit too high. So we're also working with business partners to help create some scholarships and offset some of those fees so that we can bring things to you at a lower rate. So we're very mindful of the fees that you guys are being charged. I'm trying to honor your situation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What other questions? Anything online?
It doesn't look like it yet.
Okay. Any other
Nonprofit
questions?
Thursdays, they always going to stay at that same time?
The Resource Thursdays? Well,
Because they're always at the same time, so
Yeah.
I have programming and I'm never available
okay.
to come and participate, and they never change.
Yeah, I don't know the history of how we came up with that time, so
I
I don't know.
It was like that when I started 2 years ago.
It's
So
one
we
of those
just kind
things
of-
that always done that way. But that's,
Yeah.
I appreciate that you would bring that up because
Partly why I'm here today.
yeah.
that's good. Thank you.
And maybe what we should do is poll people
Yeah.
and see.
We might just specifically ask some questions about that. So thank you for, we do want to listen to. So we just might do a little separate little checkbox. We could even do that in the next newsletter.
Mhm.
Have you attended or not attended Resource Thursday? Again, we can just use our little survey monkey. So thank you. We're going to do that.
This has been super, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Any other questions?
The web, you said you have webinars
Mhm.
available. Now, those, for example, if you go to coaching or one of those Thursday
Mhm.
evening things,
Mhm.
are those on webinar as well, or will they be on webinar, or what is included if you go to the
Right.
webinar?
So the webinars are typically the coffee and coaching series and things like that. Those are not made available immediately, the ones that are paid, because we need people to actually attend them. So those will be added later, at a later time, 6 months maybe down the road, 8 months down the road, something like that. The free ones are typically uploaded the next day. The free ones, if it's a free for members, it'll be under there if you log in as a member, just uploaded automatically. If it's free overall, that'll be available to anybody, non-member or member.
We're working on getting, we had all these webinars and we didn't have the capability to actually put them on the site before, and so now we do. So so keep checking back because as we're building stuff up, it'll be there for you.
But for instance, just so we don't have to log into a specific page where you log in as a member, I'll just go onto here and you guys can see it. It might take a minute to load, but this is what it looks like. Let's see, show all content. All right, hopefully it works. Sometimes it takes a little bit to load.
While you're waiting on that, I just tell people, I started my nonprofit in April, and I learned about a couple of ways to raise funding that nobody seemed to know about in the nonprofit industry. So if anybody's interested, I'd be glad to share that.
Okay, so that's what it looks like. So if it's a free webinar, it looks like this. You can either click on the YouTube link, or you can actually just click on that. If you click on the YouTube link, it'll take you to another site, to YouTube. If you click it here, you can actually watch it embedded on this page. And this is one that I would highly recommend. This is the one Amy was talking about earlier, the FLSA changes. Very good.
Well, we're going to end on time. So you don't have to leave if you want to stick around. I can also just take anybody that wants to see our office upstairs and see staff, and I'm willing to do these tours. The office is pretty fancy up there now. But I just, again, thank you to those of you that joined us online and also here locally for our first orientation. This was another thing that our members said they wanted was an orientation, so we can check that box. So we'll be doing them quarterly, and you are welcome to continue coming to them if you'd like, as we're adding some things to our services for our nonprofit. So thanks everyone for coming.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Thank you.